An oddball journalist and his psychopathic lawyer travel to Las Vegas for a series of psychedelic escapades. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is up next on Inside Movies. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Inside Movies. This week we're concluding our Johnny Depp month, so go back and watch our previous episodes, Edward Scissorhands, Secret Window, Sleepy Hollow, and I'm joined by writer-illustrator GMB CHOMICHUK, novelist Andrew Buckley, and the editor-in-chief of Merc Publishing, Murphey. Looks like she's tripping out right now.
Country.
All right, let's get into it. What's the good? What do we like about Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
This is like a great scared straight movie. Right? I feel like my straight edge life choices were validated every time I watched this film. For sure. I would definitely recommend it if you have a teenager struggling with drug addiction or about to be. You should make them watch this movie and let them know that their life will soon be filled with lizard people.
I will say a lot of these types of movies try to, I don't know if they try to, but they make drug habits and stuff like that out to be this like cool lifestyle that at the end of the movie the lesson is, oh no, it ruined their life. This one, from the very start, you're like, oh my God, this is awful. And the reality of what it's like for the people around them, and it just,
We're on the good.
No, I'm saying that's a good thing. It's that this movie doesn't try to make it seem cool or fun or anything, even though they keep taking drugs, even though they're obviously having a fucking terrible time. Like it's so real. It's so honest as far as the way that like addiction to especially like hallucinogens and stuff like that. It's so hard to watch, but it's so well done. I will say I did like the lizard people scene though. I thought that was fun.
Now, can I mention that I had the dubious distinction of having gone to the circus bar where that was shot, and you do not have to be on drugs to be completely literally turned around by that scene, because the bar rotates in real life incrementally slowly so that everyone who's drinking or gambling there gets confused as to how to get back to where they were. And watching that happen, and like even I was like, wait, I went to the bathroom, couldn't find my family. It was
I didn't realize that was a real place.
That's a real place, yeah.
I found like the depiction of the drug use and its effects to be well demonstrated. The way the narrative weaves in and out of making sense is actually kind of amazing. So I did like it. Like I'm kind of cool with movies like that, like this, that don't always make sense, or music. You know, sometimes it's just like a feeling and a vibe that you get from something, and that's what you take from it. And I was there for it. The scene with them like trying to check into the hotel, and then just like hanging onto the walls as you're trying to get to your hotel room. That kind of hit a little close to home.
And what hit close to home for me was the scene where he just says, "Never turn your back on a drunk." I've been in those situations also, where the people around me are not people you should turn your back on under those situations, and that phrase rings in my head every time I'm in a situation similar. Just like, okay, keep your wits about you, CHOMICHUK. It's gonna get weird.
Andrew, you've been very silent. We're on the good. Mm-hmm. What do you have to say?
That's why I've been so silent. I'm shocked that this did not come up in film school. This was 98. I was at film school in 99. I'm shocked this was not one of the weird ass pieces of shit that we studied. This has some great actors in it who have been in other great movies. And that's what I found good about this movie.
Aw, dude, come on, man, you're being too harsh. I felt like Depp and Del Toro were endlessly entertaining, and they almost seemed like cartoon characters, but in a good way. I was fascinated by their performances. I also really liked how the camera was moving, and it felt like it was a character in the story in a sense. So I thought that was pretty cool.
And I'll also say in the good that those of you who've been around Las Vegas a few times, you can take out all the weird camera moves and all the strange, like pseudo drug, perception altering film tricks. Las Vegas is just effing weird all the time, and there are lots of places, like all the places they go, still there in Las Vegas, and they're not getting better.
This movie got me so damn angry. I mean, other than I end up skipping the second half in 10-second increments. But I was so angry, I was enraged. I was so enraged that I wished death upon the filmmakers. It was a death rage, so to speak. Murphy, you know about death rage?
I do. This is a more positive death rage experience, but Death Rage issue number 6. This is the final issue of his origin story. Is going to be in stores this week on February 14th. Valentine's Day. Let's get some fucking rage, man. This is the final issue of my first series that I created, and I'm so excited. It came together so well. I know you guys are gonna love it. Go tell your local comic shop you want Death Rage. We've got some awesome covers from John Jiang, Jeffrey Edwards, interior artist Emiliano Erdnola. Go pick up Death Rage number 6 at your local comic shop. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think of it.
Yes. And there is a link in the description of this video to Merc Publishing. Go click that link and get all of Merc Publishing books. So you got Miss Meow and Born of Blood and Death Rage. It's a great universe. So go check that out. Let's get into the bad. What did we not like about Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
The movie's fucking stupid, guys. I can't believe you made me watch this piece of crap. Out of anything we've done on the show, this was my least favorite. It feels like a shitty student film. That is all I felt when I was watching it. I was like, this is just so pretentious bullshit that I would have watched in film school. It would be absolutely so angry about it. Can't believe me watch a stupid movie.
Did you really skip the end?
No, I know, I watched everything, but I literally went through and I ended up just skipping like in 10-second increments because I was like, this is the same bullshit over and over again. There's no complete character arc for any of these goddamn characters. It's simply a cautionary tale about drug use, as told through like an hour and 45 minutes of people using drugs. Ooh, that's really, really unique. So annoyed.
One could say, Andrew, that the person that had a complete character arc was you.
Yeah, and that I hated this movie.
Yeah, you went from a normal, well-adjusted human to Death Rage in an arc.
No,
so
you're right.
Maybe that's what they mean by this.
I did. I changed from being open-minded at the beginning of the movie to being super pissed by the end of the movie. Like, the fucking ADR dialogue that we did during the car, did that not anger me? It was so bad. Like, it wasn't even good quality. Come on. How did you guys like this movie?
I did not say that I liked this movie. I did like this movie at a time when I was young and not in a great space. This movie, if you have anxiety, do not watch this movie. If you like it, just the whole time. I also watched the second half of the movie at 1.5 speed because I was just wanted to get it done with, and the whole thing stressed me out. And I'm sorry, this was my choice. I chose this. I have grown up. I have become a more rounded person since enjoying this movie. I no longer enjoy this movie.
Our character arcs. Okay, a couple of things I've learned about you two. You speed watch the end of movies or use that adjusted time. Is this the thing that people are normally doing, like using the 1.5 or 2 times to watch a movie?
What do you mean, you people?
I have never done it before today.
I have never done it ever.
I've never done it.
I've done it a couple times, but very, very rarely.
Like, if a movie is bad enough, like, I'll sometimes sit through horrible movies that George has made us watch for the sake of our, commitment to the channel here. But so that's different. That's like a responsibility. But if you are watching a film that you don't like, turn it off. There's millions of movies. Go find a better one.
I was made to watch this one though. I had no choice.
But you have to suffer. I didn't skip any of those Steven Seagal movies, Andrew. I didn't speed through them. That's not fair.
I totally skipped through some of those Steven Seagal movies. Yes, they're terrible.
Speaking of rage,
You know what it is? The problem is that it's a time thing. And I saw the timestamp on the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and I'm like, there's no way I'm watching an entire hour of this. There's no way I'm committing an hour of my life to this movie. So I think I had the whole thing done and dusted in 35 minutes in the end.
I've got another one. After seeing Christina Ricci in Sleepy Hollow, seeing her in this was jarring and felt so wrong. And yeah, that whole part of this movie was just wrong, dirty.
Yeah,
Made me feel bad. Made me feel really bad.
So my feeling with this movie is like kind of like, what's the point? You know, because they're just like fucked up for 2 hours, and things start making less and less sense. So because there's like no story here, and yeah, you get like an adventure with these characters, but no one learns anything, or grows or changes. They're really just assholes, and it's celebrated, and it feels wrong.
You know what it felt like? It felt like when you're the only sober person at a party.
Oh, I've been there.
And you just, well, correct, yeah, you know. But and when you're just watching everybody else be stupid, dumb fucks, and that's what this movie felt like for the duration. I was like, this is stupid, this is so annoying.
Maybe that's why it doesn't bother me so much, is because like from age 16 to like 35, these things happened around me all the time like that.
Is it because you partied with George and this is what this felt like?
No, but like since I met George, I thought that time in my life was past, and then it's come back.
All right, let's get into the skinny. Let's give our final grades for Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'll fucking go. I gave I gave this movie, for the first time on Inside Movies, 0 out of 5. I didn't even want to lend 1 ounce of creativity to come up with an inventive grade system for this. Just 0 out of 5. That's all it is. Nothing.
Oh, okay, I'll go next. Well, I do think that it has its place in cinema history, and it has some fine actors in it. I will only give this movie 2.5 channel animals out of 5, because we're better than this, frankly.
I'm gonna give it a C+. I thought it was an enjoyable experience for like a one-off view, but not something I want to go back to. And maybe laugh a few times. Yeah.
I will give it half a suitcase of hardcore drugs. For what it was well made, but I'm never gonna watch it ever again. No.
All right, so that's going to do it for another episode of Inside Movies. Come back next week. We're starting Keanu Reeves month, or 2 months. I don't know. We're going to keep going with that for a while. I've been George Michail, joined by Murphey, GMB CHOMICHUK, and Andrew. Go and check out DeathRage issue 6 and all of the Merc Publishing titles. Link in the description of this video. Until next time, peace.